Hey guys, Coach Jackson here, and welcome to my home. So this is my desk. Kind of looks familiar, doesn't it? Got my Mac right here, my desk right here. I want to introduce you to my buddies Mutt and Jeff right here. Here's Mutt, and here's Jeff. Yeah, I shot Jeff with this arrow right there, and I have to say, he tasted pretty good. He did. So anyway, I wanted to get with you guys and talk about what are we going to do. Wait a minute. Hold on. First of all, I hope everything's going okay. I hope everybody in your family, extended family, I hope everybody's doing really well. I'm good. As you can tell, we're doing good here. My daughter's back from Scotland. We're doing all well. So my son's good in college. It's going good. So I know it's crazy times, but you know what? We're going to get through it. I'm not worried about it. We're all going to be fine. I promise you. So let's get down to classwork. As you know, we're continuing classwork. We're going to do it online now. So what we are going to be continuing doing is I'm going to try to put out a YouTube video in our class here that you've obviously found it. I'm going to try to do that on a weekly basis. So I'd like for you to check every Tuesday. I'm going to try to have something up for you every Tuesday. So this will be the one for this Tuesday coming up for the assignments. And then you're expected to have something done by the end of the week to turn into me, okay? So first, second, third, and fourth period. That's my practicum class and my advanced class. You guys are going to turn stuff into me using your Spark page. You remember your Adobe Spark page. So one of the cool things about Adobe Spark is you can download the app to your phone for free, and you can create pages, edit pages. You can do everything we did on the computer on your phone. So that'll make it easy for you to turn things into me. Give me write-ups, give me conversations, critiques, upload pictures, videos, all of that. You can do it right there in Spark, okay, Adobe Spark. So that's the way you're gonna get the assignments from me through YouTube. You're gonna turn them into me with Adobe Spark. Class periods 5th and 6th, graphic design 1. What you guys are going to utilize is our OneDrive. What we've been doing the whole year, turning things into OneDrive. I'll build a folder for that assignment, and at the end of the week, I need you to upload it into there. Okay, whether it's a picture or a write-up, whatever it is, you're going to stick it in there, okay? Again, you're going to get the assignment from here on the video, and you're going to turn it into me on the OneDrive, all right? Remember, if you need to get a hold of me, you can email me at heath.jackson@fwisd.org, and I will get your emails and I'll help you out as best I can. Okay? All right, so got all the periods covered. We talked about OneDrive. We talked about Adobe Spark. So here is what your assignments are going to look like. The great thing is we've already done some stuff. We already do stuff that we can utilize without software. What is that, might they be? Jacory, I heard you. The sketchbook assignment. That's right. Sketchbook assignment. So we can do those. No, but you're saying, now wait a minute, Coach. All of our sketchbooks are up at school, and how are we going to get them? That's right. You're right. They are up there. Now, some of you took them home. I know who those people are. You took them home even though I didn't tell you to. Well, it worked out good for you this time. But for everybody else, hey, don't worry about it. Whatever kind of paper you have, you can use that paper. If it's got lines on it, whatever you got, that's fine, okay? And then you just need a pen or a pencil, okay? Or something to write with, something to make a mark with. That's all you need, okay? So, for some of you that can't remember what the elements and principles are, let's go over them again real quick. So your elements are line, texture, color, value, shape, space and size. Remember, those are kind of the same thing. And then form. Okay, hopefully you can see that from there. All right. Then our principles of design are contrast, balance. Remember, there's two types of balance. Symmetrical and asymmetrical. Remember that? Pattern, rhythm, movement, emphasis or emphasis, however you want to say it, and unity. Once again, you can do a still shot of that, so you write that down. So those are the elements and principles of design that you're going to utilize in your drawings. And remember, you're going to do drawings like this. So this one, I tried to do shape for balance. I don't know if you can see that or not. What do you think this one is? That's right. That's right, Maji, you got it right. That is line for movement. See the line, it kind of makes your eye move and you're using the line. That's it. And look, it itself makes a line. The lines make up a line. Look at that. So here's what I need you to do. I want you to do a sketchbook assignment every day. One a day. Okay? Do one a day. So at the end of the day on Friday, you're going to take a picture of all 5 of them and you're going to turn them into me. Okay? You're going to send them to me. Or put them on your Adobe Spark page, or you're going to turn it in to the OneDrive. Okay? So you're going to build your own folder on the OneDrive with your name in it. Okay? And you're going to turn them all in there, just like we've done in the past. Okay? So your first sketchbook assignment, I want you, this is your first one, okay, for this week. I know you have this because you're seeing it. I want you to just go down the list. So your first one, your first 2 squares for the first day, I want you to do line for contrast. And then on the second day, I want you to do texture for balance. And then on the next day, color for pattern, and so on and so on. Just work your way down, okay? So that means you're going to have 5 of them. 5 of them for that week, okay? So that's what I want you to do this week. Then the other thing I want you to do, that's pretty quick. That only take you 5 minutes to do it. Remember, don't sit on there for like an hour. You only need like 5 minutes. Do them quick. What comes to you quickly? And remember, what are my 3 levels of expectation? Did you do it? Did you actually use line to create contrast? Did you think about it a little bit, or did you just throw it on the page? And thirdly, does it look good? Does it look interesting? Okay, so those are my standards. Then the next thing, here's your assignment for this week. I want you to look around your house. You might have magazines or books or a cereal box or some kind of packaging or mail that comes to you, okay? And I want you to stop and look at it. And I want you to try to find a really good use of type. Something that you look at and you go, I think that looks really good. I like the way they used type on that. So I've pulled a couple of examples, and it could also be, I think they did a horrible job. I want you to tell me, I want you to get them, all right? So like here's one. This is a Kevin Murphy. This is this come out of my morgue. What I mean by morgue is I see things that are cool and I hold on to them and I put them in a sample there. And when I do designs, I go through and get inspired by it. Like I love the way, see, this is square, and I love the way that it opens like that. It opens up really long. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool. So I keep it. So anyway, I look at this one, and what I love about this typeface is this is the fashion industry. Kevin Murphy makes hair care products. And remember, we talked about some different types. They, tend to use sans serif font. Does really well with technology and fashion. And you can see that's what they used here. This is probably a Helvetica or a Futura, but notice how it's very light and it has a sophisticated feel, and they use thin and thick to create the contrast among there. But I think it looks really well and it goes really good with this. And they keep it all the way through. So there's one. Now let's go the other way. So here's a design that a friend of mine, his company did. And I think it's interesting, okay, what I think is not so successful is they use a lot of fonts. They use this font and they use this font, and the way they format it, see how close this is to the edge? That's a no-no, too close to the edge. Where over here, it's not close to the edge, right? Make that consistent. But they use the formatting changes all over the place. It's high, it's low, it's low, it's high. They should have evened these out. And these are kind of hard to read. they're really thin and hard to read. So I think they could have done a better job with that. But you notice how each page, it's like, it's kind of jarbled around. It's a little bit confusing to know how to read this document. It's not a simple read, okay? So that's something that I think that they could have done well. I like the pictures. I think some of the fonts are good. I just think the way that they're using the font isn't supported too well, okay? Here's another one I really like. This is for barbecue. Imagine that. Me with an example of barbecue, huh? So here's a menu, and I like the font choice they have there because it's kind of fun and relaxed, and it's easy to read. And I like the pairing of the fonts. You've got this larger kind of a scrambled font, and then they got a nice, easy to read font. So I think they did a good job, and I like the way that they think about the formatting of the way things go together and the grouping, how some of them go sideways and some of them are normal. So that's kind of nice. I like that. Okay. And lastly, here's one that I think did a great job. Unlike this one where the formatting was different all the time and it was kind of confusing, this one, they got all kinds of stuff going on. Look at all these images and breakups and whoo, I mean, boom, 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 all this going on. But from the standpoint of a font, of type, they keep the type the same throughout the piece. So it's easy to digest and easy to understand, all right? They limit the amount of variables that are going crazy. So they went crazy with color and pictures, but they kept their font consistent. So that helps with it, okay? So there's 4 examples right there. This week, I want you to at least find one a day. Just one a day, okay? So you're going to do a sketchbook assignment, one a day, and you're going to find one example, a typography that you think they used it good, in a good way, or maybe in a not so good way. And I want you to tell me on your Adobe Spark page, tell me about it. What is it that you like about it? What is it that you don't like about it? What would you have done differently, okay? Same thing with my GD 1 and 2, okay? You guys, 5th period and 6th period. Take a picture of it, send it to me, and I want you to tell me. Just make up a little document and stick it in that OneDrive. Here's what I would have done differently, or here's what I like, okay? So that's your first assignment for this week. Sketchbook assignment, one a day. Find an example of good typography, one a day. If you have any questions at all, email me, or I'm gonna try to do some Zoom meetings as well. So if you have any questions, I'll try to get a hold of me, email me, and I'll be happy to answer. So my office times, which I will be readily available for you, are every day from 3 to 4. Now you can send an email to me any other time. I might not be able to get back to you right away. But between 3 and 4 p.m., that's the time when I'm readily available to answer anything you might have, okay? So listen, stay safe, have fun, play lots of board games, love on your family. I know it's tough. You got to love them now, man. You're elbow to elbow with them, okay? Have a good day, and I look forward to seeing you next week.